welcome back to my channel. This is Batel from Batel's Kitchen, and today I am super excited to be back with another recipe that is going to change your life forever. Today we're going to be making a gluten-free and vegan pizza crust that is absolutely insanely delicious, and it feels like just a regular wheat flour, and even better, I should say. So my son recently became gluten-free and he loves pizza. He really does. And I was trying to mimic and try different recipes how to make a really good gluten-free pizza crust, and I have not been impressed with the results. Many of them were really complicated and I was not comfortable with the ingredients. So I decided to jump into my comfort zone, my kitchen, and start to experiment, just like I do with all my other recipes. And I cannot tell you how happy I am to share with you this really revolutionary recipe. I have never tasted something like this before, and I am super happy with the results. It feels and tastes and looks like a real pizza crust, but without gluten, without eggs, without flour. It is just really insanely creative, I should say. All the measurements for this recipe are going to be in the description box below, so you can check it out. And if you're new over here, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, let's jump into the recipe.
Let's start by taking a look at our ingredients. We have very simple ingredients. So we're going to start by placing our ground oats, which is basically oat flour, into a bowl. You can ground them yourself, or you can buy a pre-made oat flour. To that, we're going to add cornstarch. This cornstarch is going to bind everything together because we don't have any eggs over here. To that, we're going to add almond flour and a little bit of dry active yeast. We're also going to add a tiny bit of salt, and we're going to give all these dry ingredients a very good mix. After we've mixed the dry ingredients, we're going to add our water. We're going to add them slowly, and we're going to add cold water. To that, we're going to add just a tiny bit of sweetener. Today I'm using honey. You can use some maple or agave or whichever sweetener you prefer. And we're going to give it a good whisk. At first, it's going to seem as everything is sticking together and you're going to get a lot of lumps, but just keep whisking just for a couple of minutes, making sure you break all the lumps with the whisk itself until you get a smooth consistency. We're going to take a pizza pan. Onto the parchment paper, we're going to pour our dough butter. Now we're going to try to see if there are any lumps, and we kind of like going to try to break them with the whisk. We shouldn't have many of them, and many times there are none, so it depends. We're going to let this dough rise for about 25 to 30 minutes. Our dough has risen, and we are ready to place it in a preheated 350 degrees oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. This is going to be our crust. Our pizza crust is ready. We're going to remove it from the pan. So once we have taken the pizza crust out of the oven, you're going to see and notice that there are a lot of cracks on top of the pizza crust. But this is absolutely okay. It just means that everything is really going to be absorbed beautifully into the crust, and at the same time, it is strong enough to hold its shape and not be soggy or too soft. So you have the option to either flip the crust once it's a little bit cold, or just leave it like that. Whichever way you choose is absolutely okay. So now that you have this crust, you can really play around and put whichever sauce you can dream of. I absolutely love the regular classic pizza, which is the margarita pizza with the red sauce and the cheese. Or you can really go and be creative and use whichever veggies you have in the fridge. You can do a pesto with zucchini or whichever toppings you really love on your pizza. There are no limits. So this crust is so easy to prepare. Really easy if you need a gluten-free crust that doesn't feel like a cardboard. I hope you're gonna give it a try.
That's it for today, my friends. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're gonna give this pizza crust a try. If you did, don't forget to let me know in the comments below. And if you need some more help with eating more plant-based, check out my cookbook, Eggless Possibilities, where you can find so many meals that the whole family can enjoy. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.